Hey guys, welcome to another Investor Spotlight. We are in Montgomery, Alabama with Isaac. Isaac has been so great to work with REI Funding Partners. It's a pleasure. And we met you through another investor that we work with, Brian. And he was like, man, you got to meet this awesome contractor. He's doing a lot of great work with me. And so then you came along. And then we met at the Montgomery meetup, which we'll be going to here in a little bit.
Yep.
But then just that reminds me of how relationship-oriented real estate is. And you've got to get out there and meet people.
Exactly.
So like we met at a real estate meetup, and then a couple months later we're doing deals, and now we're on our like 5th or 6th deal. You did a package of deals. You're doing more deals. You got one in the pipeline, and so. Thank you so much for being here and allowing us to come into your project and learn more about it. So real quick, your backstory, which I want to kind of, touch on. You grew up in New York. You're kind of in a construction project management atmosphere where you're doing a whole bunch, and then you came down to Montgomery and started doing a bunch, and now you've grown, done more. Your whole goal is kind of the Burr investment strategy. And now you've created a property management arm to go along with that, stellar management. So, Isaac, dude, tell us a little bit about yourself, and we'll get into the property here in a minute.
Absolutely. So my background is definitely in construction. I've been in construction from high school, jumping into college, got into civil engineering, graduated up there in New Jersey, born and raised over there. And I kind of just started working with a lot of big construction firms up there, utilities, heavy civil work, highway work, bridge work, and things just started changing for me. I kind of saw the light with real estate, and we decided it just made sense for us to make a move down here, open up the property management company, the construction company, and also start working our own portfolio. And that's why, coming from a background that is very structured, very playing with big players over there, and then coming down here, it was a smooth transition, just because we're dealing with mostly cosmetic things, sometimes structural things, but you're not dealing with the public every day. So it was a nice transition going into remodeling, construction, property management.
So when I hear on that, and I appreciate you saying that, is that you took a strength of yours already. Right? So you've been in the construction, the project management side on a larger scale, and then you and your family moved down here, and you just took what you were good at and translated it to real estate. You took control of your life, and then just took your strengths and multiplied it there. So that's awesome, man.
I appreciate it.
And so Isaac's doing a ton of projects. So again, like I said, we're here in Montgomery. That's where you're mainly focused.
Correct.
So tell us like a little bit of a background. How many rehabs have you completed now, like overall?
So in the short period that we've been here, we were just making that tally not too long ago. I think we're like at over 40 rehabs here in Montgomery.
So what I just heard from Isaac is like, if he can do 40, you can do at least one. And so like, that's our whole goal, is to bring you real content with real people doing real deals, right? Isaac took a chance, moved to the South that he didn't know anybody, and now you've done over 40 rehabs, and now you have a property management company. So, you were referred to us from Brian, which we love Brian. What's it been like, obviously as a real estate investor, and as you're growing, you have access to a ton of capital. What's that look like? Why do you keep coming back to REI Funding Partners for your lending needs on your rehabs?
Absolutely. I think a big reason is, I think you touched on it. You said relationships. That's important. Is a team sport. So for me, is if I get a deal and time is of the essence, I know I could call you guys and we could close quick. So for me, I could confidently make a deal, underwrite it, and if it makes sense, I could just tell you guys, and we're able to close on time. So that's big for me. So same thing with building relationships. So with Brian, right? I got referred to, he referred me to you guys. And this relationship has really been growing because we're all about transparency. So working with Brian, I tell him how it is. If there's I say, hey, this is where you're at. This is kind of where you're going to spend some money. And I say, oh, you don't really have to spend some money here, but walk him through exactly what's in front of him.
Yeah.
And if we could save money doing other ways or an alternative method, we always look into that. But the whole thing is about being transparent and just keeping it clear between everybody.
Awesome, man. No, real estate is a team sport. So I'll kind of put you on the spot here. So remind me when you said you've done 40 rehabs. So the people that would be listening to this, they may or may not have gotten started in real estate. What maybe a piece of advice that you wish you maybe would have learned a little bit earlier in your investing journey? What could you kind of say to people? Hey, like, look out for this, or hey, I wish I learned this earlier.
Absolutely. I would say if you want to get fit, you have to go to the gym and talk to the people that are getting fit. So I think the biggest thing is going to meetups, building these relationships, and seeing how these people are already doing it, how you could bring value to them, and then they could teach you along the way of how they did it. And I think your network is your net worth. So if the more people you know, the more people that I guess open up to and talk to, they could bring you a deal, or you could bring them a deal, or somehow make business work. So I think it's about going out there, shaking hands, and talking to other people that are doing it.
That's good advice. I mean, it is like it sounds cliche that your network is your net worth, but it is absolutely true.
Absolutely true.
Okay, cool, man. So tell us a little bit about your stellar property management service.
Sure. So we're a full service property management company with an in-house construction team. Yeah. So we really try to cater to landlords that are either starting out or they have bigger portfolios. And the whole point is that once you give us the keys or the control to take over the property, you don't have to be involved if you don't want to. And that's kind of like the peace of mind. So absolutely. And for me, this was something that I wanted when I was up north. Yeah. But since I felt that I wasn't getting the attention that I needed. Yeah. And there's other colleagues as well. So it just kind of makes sense to build something. So it was easier for us to do that. So like I tell a lot of people is, since this machine's already built, it's easier to add you to my machine than for you to build your own machine. Yeah. We've gone through the growing pains. We've gone through the hassles. We understand how the game works. So for me is, if you have a deal and you have a house that you just want to be a landlord, we just come to an agreement, and I will take care of the rent, the reporting, the handyman. Even if you have full remodels, we could take care of that as well. Super turnkey. Yeah. So are you guys just based out of Montgomery right now? So it's Montgomery and any surrounding areas. Yeah. Fantastic. Yeah. I love it. Y'all need to check it out. If you're investing in Montgomery, Isaac's got you covered. So real quick, like, I know you're about to walk us through the property. Numbers. Yes. What did, just briefly, what did you purchase this for? What are you putting in, rehab amount? What do you expect the ARV to be on this property? Absolutely. So right now, I purchased this for $65,000. We're about between $60,000 to $70,000 in the rehab. Yeah. And it recently got appraised, and it came in at like $192,000, something like that. Awesome. So there's definitely a spread there. Yeah. And for those of you that say like deals are still not out there, that's a deal right there. And so, Hey, get out there, go make relationships, go meet people, and go search for deals, because they're still out there. And Isaac, you're clearly doing it, man. Yeah, so, appreciate it. Well, stay tuned. Isaac's about to walk us through the property, but appreciate you, Isaac. Man. Thank you. Yes, sir. Hey guys, here with Isaac. We just finished up our conversation inside the house, and so now he's gonna show us around the outside of the house, just briefly in the front, kind of telling us what he's done with the house, and then we're going to take a tour and kind of figure out what he's doing in here as well. So Isaac, take it off, man. Tell us what you got going on here. And this is going to be a rental ultimately, right? Absolutely. So we got to keep that in mind as we're looking at the repairs. Yeah. Because that's a different rehab when it's a rental grade. So tell us, man, take it away, dude. So basically in my case, I like painting the brick. I kind of just uniform all the houses that we have. I always like to redo the roof, just because if we're already doing work, it just makes sense to redo the roof. Yeah. We replace any broken windows that are damaged. And then there were some sliding doors here in the house that we replaced with regular windows. Yeah. So that's kind of the upgrade that we did. There was a sunroom in the back that we decided to convert into a additional GLA or additional space. So you'll see that even though we combined 2 of the bedrooms to make a master, you're gonna see that the back room was we added an additional bedroom to it.
So Isaac, as we come in here, again, we're in Montgomery, Alabama. This is a rental for you. You're replacing the roof. I know you're a contractor by trade, so speed's everything. So kind of walk us through, you know, when you close on this, how long ago was it? Because REI Funding Partners closed this loan with Isaac. And what's your typical time frame on completing a project? Yeah,
so usually our time frame is anywhere between 4 to 6 weeks to complete a house. And we're usually talking about on the longer side, we're dealing more with structural things. So we do replace the plumbing, we do replace the electrical. Any major components are replaced. That goes with HVAC, that goes with the roof. So when we do an extensive job like that, we like to add multiple crews on it. So we'll start with one crew with the demo, get the place ready, and just so we could hit that timeline, we add the additional crew just to make sure we're able to get out on time.
I love it. I love it. So Isaac does a ton of these rehabs. So as we kind of come in here, you know, as we drove in here, like this is like a great rental neighborhood, right?
Absolutely.
So it's like the houses are all very similar, kind of 60s, 70s, ranch, brick. So you're coming in here like with the whole goal as a rental upgrade, you're not wanting to over rehab. So tell us, like, obviously you got new LVP floor, you have a basic kitchen, some new countertops, but like you didn't overdo it here. So kind of walk us through like what's your main components that you're looking for? I know as a rental, you want to replace the CapEx like you talked about because you're holding it. You don't want to, you know, run through those repairs at a later date. But what are you focused on as you're rehabbing a house? Because the audience is out there listening and they want to know, like, you don't want to over rehab it.
Correct. So I would say, I think you have to spend the money where it makes sense. And for me, CapEx is where I want to spend most of the money. So as long as I replace that, everything else is just cosmetic and just finishes. So for us we have a copy and paste kind of formula. We use the same paint, same flooring, same tile. And it just keeps things going because whenever we finish a project, there's always some material left over and we just keep using the same material. So that really helps with speed. It minimizes confusion with the crews. So at the end is about being efficient with the funds that you have. So that's kind of our goal. And that's why you'll see that most of our houses look the same.
No, I love that. And Isaac's going to show us several of his houses on several different videos because you not only, you know, you're a general contractor by trade, and so that's such a unique position in the real estate investing world that, like, you do rehabs for other investors like Brian, who we know very well. So this is awesome. So kind of walk us through and show us again kind of where everything's laid out here.
So just walking on this side, this used to be a sunroom. So it was existing, so we demoed it, we reframed it, we raised the ceiling, so we tied it into the roof. And since we were already doing the roof, it just makes sense to put everything under one single roof, right? And then right here we made a additional bedroom with its own closet. So just adding to the square footage. So
you're boosting the ARV with that.
Correct. So if you're able to add GLA, that definitely helps your numbers. And that's kind of the point. And it's like, this might seem very scary to other people, other investors. But it's totally doable if you have the right team. So that's kind of what I see.
That's a huge point. And so as we continue throughout the house, I'm glad you mentioned team. And you're right. You can. What's cool too is like aesthetically pleasing for me. This used to be the exterior of the house. But like now it's an accent wall, especially in that bedroom, and like that's just a neat feature. So I like that. But you mentioned it earlier. So we've got another bedroom in there, right? Okay, and then this is a two bath house, right?
2 bath.
So kitchen here. But before I forget, you mentioned your team earlier. Like, however people want to spin it, real estate's a team sport. You know, lender, contractor, investor, insurance,
property management.
And so you've got a property management arm too that you're building up. I love it. And so we talked about that in the previous setting, but man, I can't wait. You got some good stuff going, man.
Yeah,
but you got to have a team. So 1 bedroom right here, and then this would be considered the master, right?
This would be the master. So believe it or not, this used to be 2 bedrooms here.
Oh wow!
And we decided just to demo this wall, and then we kind of ran a new line here just to add a bigger closet. And then this place didn't have a second bath, so here's where we decided to. Since we were already redoing the plumbing, it just made sense to
run it that way.
Yeah, to run it out.
So you've got tile shower, nice little vanity. Especially when you enclose that sunroom, you added another bedroom, which you took away from over here. So it's like you netted out to be good. But no, it's like I can see that being as many projects as you're doing. How crucial it is to just have the same paint, same flooring, same door, same fixtures.
Correct.
And then your crews just know what they're doing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I think you, by having a management arm, having a construction arm, and also being an investor, you kind of see what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So us doing rehabs, we know there's a lot of investors that just put LVP in the kitchen.
Yeah.
For me, I'm a big believer in not doing that, because wherever there's water, there's always a leak.
Yeah.
There's kids here, there's people here cooking, washing. So for me, it's like there has to be tile in the kitchen. There has to be tile in all the baths.
Yes.
Wherever there's water, there has to be tile.
Yeah.
That's kind of
I love that. That is a huge piece of advice. So wherever there's water, there's going to be a leak at some point.
Yes.
And run it with tile. Man, that's great. So that wraps up walking through this house. Isaac, thank you so much, man. It's been great to work with you.
Thank you.
And follow along with some more videos. We're about to go to several different properties.